protector of the universe in creation, kind but without real emotion, today's focus is about one of the most important figures of the multiverse. Today, we are gonna talk about Ink Sense. Ink Sense is a character created by Comiet, aka MyBuy. His story was published on Tumblr on January 17, 2016. His story presents to us an empty world. We can see a few characters in an AU, without names, being only simple useless sketches. Their creator had abandoned them. However, among them, one of sketch was the only one to have a share of emotion, and thought the attention of his other sketch companions. But he received no response from them and remained alone. This solitude made him paler and paler. He was going crazy, retorting that he did not deserve to be raised, that he needed to be surrounded, but above all, that he needed to be someone. In an intense moment, he freed himself from his emptiness and broke his soul, no longer knowing who he was or what he had done. He asked himself too many questions. Why is he there? What is his goal? Who should he be? He was nothing but fear and despair. He was without souls, without colors. He no longer felt anything. But while he was waiting for a sign, the character found himself flooded with paint color, and for the first time he felt positive emotions. He suddenly became happy. The will to create and draw was more than present in him. It became his reason for living. However, without his colors, the character took a monochrome complexion and felt nothing. He decided to create bottles containing his colors so that he could feel this pleasure of creating and pretend to have a soul. This sketch character gave itself a name, Ink. After discovering the existence of alternate universes, he decided, with the power and aura of the creators, to develop a world containing all these universes. He built a world called the Dolosphere. And when he realized that he could explore different AUs thanks to the power of his inks, he quickly understood that the origin of his emotions was linked to these same universes created by the artists, more precisely to the feelings that the latter had integrated into their works. In order to maintain a constant flow of emotion, he vowed to protect these universes from threats, destroyers, or other dangers. Ink supports all forms of art, painting, literature, dance, or music. Passionate about creativity, he loves to encourage characters and creators alike. And with his brush, he can alter people's clothes, making them outfits that fit their tastes. Although he uses art as a tool, no one has ever seen his drawings or paintings. He harbors a deep fear of whiteness, emptiness, absence of presence or form, and loneliness in vast deserted places. Ink is often enthusiastic and easily carried away. When he overwhelmed by his emotions, he can vomit ink unpredictably. His memory is a bit capricious, and he frequently forgets things, sometimes interrupting himself to try to remember what he wanted to say a few months earlier. Ink is not a paragon of wisdom or virtue. He can be thoughtless, even sarcastic or cruel in his remarks. He often perceives the inhabitants of the multiverse as mere characters in story rather than as living beings comparable to himself. Detached from his own emotions, he sometimes lacks finesse in his social interactions. His brutal honesty is evident in his joke and mockery as well as in his gestures of kindness or support. When fighting, Inks favors strategic approach. He never attacks first, preferring to analyze his opponent's motivation and attempt to dialogue with them. The brush he frequently uses grants him several abilities related to ink. And no, I'm not talking about you, Bendy. Ink have the ability to appear in any alternate universe of his choice using any type of liquid as starting point. He used the ink to create a portal that allows him to travel between universes. His large brush allows him to materialize anything he pleases and breathe life into it, except for deceased characters. However, he does not create alternate universes or timelines. Ink can summon gas blaster that project ink that solidifies as soon as it comes into contact with an object or a surface. According to Comiet, Ink generally has the ability to read the scripts of all existing alternate universes, which allows him to know the fate of each of their inhabitants. Canonically, Ink has two father figures. Undertop Gaster, who enjoys talking about the workings of the multiverse with him, as well as Zephyr Gaster, who knows about the multiverse thanks to both of them. The story is that of a rather complex character wavering between emotional detachment and a vibrant passion for art and creativity. Once lost in the void, terrified of loneliness and nothingness, he found meaning in his existence through his role as protector of the multiverse. His ability to bring ideas to life and to cross universes is a testament to his unique connection with art and its infinite potential. Yet, Ink is not perfect. His detachment from the inhabitants of the multiverse, whom he sometimes considered as mere characters, and his penchant for teasing show an imperfect and human side despite his extraordinary nature. The reader should feel a certain admiration for the way he has transformed his flaws and fears into a driving force, but also reflection on the complexity of his character. Ink is neither a perfect hero nor a perfect villain. He is an imperfect figure, like an unfinished painting. Ultimately, his story invites us to see beauty in the incompleteness and to understand that even those who waver between light and dark can find their place by embracing what makes them unique. So guys, thank you for listening to me for this focus. Feel free to tell me what you think about it. And if you want to suggest a universe or a character to tell, let me know on my Discord server or simply in the comments. So, it was Mr. DM452, goodbye.